Today I'm going to show you how to connect Koala Sampler and the NTS1.
Freebie.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Be sure to check out my upcoming free live stream concert, Freebeat Live The Next Level. Gonna be a ton of fun. You can have your music featured in that show as well. Just click the link in the description to learn more. Today's patron shout-out goes to Don Tomato. Thank you so very much for the support. That reminds me, I need to get tomatoes at the grocery store today. I'm gonna write that down real quick. Let's get started. So this is Koala Sampler. It is a sampler app for iOS and Android that, while simple in appearance, is actually super powerful. Basically, you can record any sound to it and then use those sounds to make a song. It's got a whole bunch of sound editing features. It's got a pretty robust sequencer, even a performance mode with tons of punch-in style effects. Best of all, the entire package, the base app and the little expansion it has, can be had for less than $10 US together, which is just a great deal. And this is the Korg NTS-1. It's a digital synthesizer and effects box, and one of the cool things about the NTS-1 is not only can you play the onboard synth through the onboard effects, but you can actually route incoming audio to the effects as well. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because I actually have gotten this question quite a bit. People are asking, how do I connect these two pieces of gear together? And, well, it's really quite simple. Let's go ahead first and plug the NTS1 in. So this right here is my audio out to my audio interface. I'm just plugging it into the headphone jack here. So if you were using headphones or speakers, that's where you'd plug in. This right here is a micro USB type B cable. We are just going to plug it into the NTS1 to power it. There we go. So we now have sound coming out of the NTS1. So there are two main ways that we can connect these two pieces of gear. The first way is actually to run the NTS1 into our phone or tablet so we can sample the NTS1's sounds into the sample slots. Now, the way we're going to want to do that is going to depend on your device. So right here, I have a Motorola G something or other. It's a pretty budget Android phone, and it actually has a headphone jack on it, which is a combo mic and headphone jack. It's a headset jack. And I also have a Type-C port on the bottom. Now, depending on your device, you'll probably more than likely either have a Type-C port or a Lightning port. So to run audio into your device, you're going to need some sort of splitter. On iOS, you can get a Lightning to headset and headphone splitter. Or if you're like me and you're on Android, you can get this Type-C to microphone and headphone splitter. We can plug it in right there and be good. Or if you're ever so lucky and your device still has a headphone jack, you can get this. This is a TRRS splitter. It's going to plug into your headphone jack and give you both a headphone out and a microphone or line in. Let's work with this first. So I'm simply going to plug this into my headphone jack there on my phone. I'm going to zoom us out a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to take my audio output and run it through the headphone jack of the splitter. And now I'm going to take a 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 cable. This is what you might refer to as an aux cable. That's all it is. And we're just going to go from the audio out of the NTS1 into the headphone jack of our splitter. Now, if we hit a key on the NTS1, we can see that we've got a signal coming in. So the NTS1 audio is actually going to the Koala Sampler app. This is great if we want to sample the NTS1 and use it as an instrument in Koala. So let's hold down a pad and hit a key. There we go. And we can very clearly see that we did record a waveform right here. Yep, from there we can edit it and, do what we need to do. We can loop it if we'd like and kind of define those loop points. Takes a little more work than that, obviously, but you get the idea. We now have this as an instrument. We can now go into sequencer mode here and play it. We have it on board. So that's one way you can run audio into Koala Sampler. Now what we're going to do is the same thing, But instead of using this adapter, this TRRS splitter, we are going to use the Type-C splitter. Now remember, if you're on iOS, this is going to be Lightning to headphone and microphone. But if you're on Android like me, you can just get a Type-C one. Green is going to be where we plug in our audio out, and pink is where we're going to plug in our audio in this case, the NTS1. I will have these linked in the description below. Now I'm just going to plug it into the bottom of my phone here. Cool, let's head back to the sample page, and we can once again see via the level indicator there that we have a signal from the NTS1. I'm going to go ahead and change my wave type there. And just like that, we sampled this nice basic square wave. So that's how you get audio into Koala Sampler from the NTS1, or really any external source that will work with a 3.5mm stereo cable. Now, how do we get Koala Sampler's audio to run through the effects section of the NTS1? Well, that's even easier. I'm going to take our audio out. Again, this just goes to the audio interface and plug it back into the headphone jack of the NTS1 there. Then I'm going to take our 3.5mm cable, and I'm simply going to go from the headphone jack of my device into the audio in of the NTS1. Zoom us back out a bit so you can see. That's it. Just this little connection right here. And now our audio is running through the NTS1. These, by the way, are a couple samples. This is my water bottle being hit with a drumstick. And this is an ukulele string that I sampled at Oliver's house. So how do we know the audio is running through the NTS1? Well, let's put some effects on it. Let's go to Cathedral Reverb. Yeah. Get some ping pong delay going. Yeah, we're very clearly running through the effects section of the NTS1. Now, what if your device does not have a headphone jack? Well, that's where our Type-C to headphone and microphone, or if you're on iOS, Lightning to headphone and microphone jack comes in. We simply plug this into our device, and we're going to go into the audio out jack on that. And once again, that's just going to act like an audio out. And you can once again hear that we are running through the effects section of the NTS1. This little adapter just takes the place of a headphone dongle, by the way, which will work for just running plain audio out of your device into the NTS1 as well. So as you can see, it's really simple. If you just want to go from your phone or tablet into the NTS1, it's literally just headphone jack into the NTS1's auxiliary in, the audio in. That's it. If you need a dongle, super easy to plug one in. If you don't, if you're like me and you have a headphone jack, you just need that one cable. Now we can have some fun. We can go to sequence. We can actually pick a sample that we want to play on a keyboard. Let's do that square wave we just sampled. Gonna hit the piano picture there, click on the sample, and now we have this keyboard. You can change your scale down here too. yeah, as you can hear, you can get some really cool stuff out of this combination. By the way, all I did there was I went to the perform mode and played with a couple of the onboard effects that Koala Sampler has. If you hold down, or if you click the hold button here, it will actually hold them active. If you don't have that down, once you remove your finger, they'll snap back to off. Also, that whole time we did have a little bit of reverb on Koala Sampler that I did not realize was on, so yeah. Just something to note. Man, the NTS1 is awesome. Still going. So there you have it. That's how you connect Koala Sampler to the NTS1 in a couple different ways, at least at a very basic level. So I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. I hope you all check out the live show, by the way. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hope to see you there. We'll see you next time. Bye.